All right, let's wrap this up. Probably, maybe, we'll see. This is the graveyard, right? I think that was the great. Yeah, there's a cross-shaped building. That's a church. Thank you, churches, for making buildings that are easy to find on video game maps. And probably only that part. Oh. So many free-floating... Oh, right, because we're in a graveyard. All these free-floating coffins. Hi. How long have you been around?
Good day to you, kind sir. I hope that angels will be more merciful to you than they were with me. Oh, poor me.
Did something happen?
Some Danes robbed the graves in the cemetery. If I don't find the body soon, city council will find out. But I have no idea where to start. I'll be fired, I know it. And it's the only job I'm fit for. That's what my mama said.
I can help you. I'm quite experienced at finding people alive, usually.
Oh, thank the angels, kind sir. I'll repay you, I will. You'll find the 3 robbed graves in the cemetery. I marked them, and you don't need to muck up your suit lugging bodies round, sir. I can do that. Just find all 3 and tell me where they are. Please.
No! I'm like, oh yay, we're gonna wrap this up. This is we're probably on like the final story mission, or 2, or 3, or whatever. And the side cases seem to be drying up, so we'll just cruise on through. Literally on route to location, it's like, here's the quest. But he seemed nice, he's so polite, and what the fuck? Found the body, sir.
All these bites are fresh. Poor guy. His death wasn't fast.
Ah! 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 Came out of nowhere. What's that? You found a body? Just everything comes out.
The blood is almost soaked into the soil.
So I guess that's not one of the dead bodies. I guess that's one of Usha's victims. What? Why are those in a grave? What the hell? So you really thought I was joking? V. Packalin. Is it a jokey joke reference? Yeah, I'm dead. What next? I wonder if they're the cast of the... If it's the developers or if it's Kickstarter backers. All I know is I got 2 quests in parallel now in the same area, which is now going to make it a little harder to tell which one's the thing I'm trying to do quest-wise. Alright. Those dry up quick. Alright, so I guess we gotta pick this quest. Plundered graves. The cemetery guard asked me to find the bodies stolen from the graveyards. He marked 3 robbed graves. I just only need to find the location of all 3 bodies, as the guard will bring them back. No need to muck up your suit, sir. Dude, muck is the only thing that happens around you. Also, I'm not wearing a suit, for that matter. But, like, being mucked up is the only thing that happens around here. This is a mucked up kind of place. It disappears whenever I look at it. Why is it doing that? There he is. Okay. Why are they disappearing? Yes. Do I need to like scan you correctly?
Fresh. Poor guy. His death wasn't fast.
Yes. Here we go. They were disappearing for some reason. Did you just do it again? I swear to God. Why? What? This hasn't happened before. Why is this happening? Okay. What? Okay, fine. I'm like really late in this game for this mechanic to suddenly start acting strangely. Okay. It seems to be working now. Oh, it just disappeared and then it reappeared again.
Coffin was barely covered with dirt. The gravedigger could do a better job.
Yeah, there must have been something weird going on, because like that time, runes were showing up on all the walls, and the moment they all disappeared, all the runes on the walls disappeared, so like the entire vision state was toggling off, it seemed. Victim of the flood. Edgar Taylor. Ah, my hands are covered in muck. But I can't even really tell that my character's losing it, because I can't, he's not in frame, mostly.
Coffin was barely covered with dirt. The gravedigger could do a better job.
Yeah, it's a shallow grave. Edgar Taylor, 1896, victim of the flood. Are we not going to write this down? Alright. Looks like I need to write this down. Ah! Nope, don't drop stuff. Okay. Edgar Taylor, 1896 to bleh? Alright, Edgar Taylor, 1896 to question mark, victim of flood.
Scratches are fresh. Looks broken from the inside out.
Oh, did it just add that to the casebook? Well, the grave seems like it was dug rather shallow. The coffin was broken from the inside out. Looks like the man was buried alive, but after managing to escape, he was eaten by monsters. The universe sure has a sense of humor. Huh. So he wasn't... It seems like he wasn't one of Usha's victims. It's just another person who happens to be dying in the area where I'm looking for somebody who's being drained of blood. But it's an unrelated case of that.
Coffin was barely covered with dirt. And scratches are fresh.
Yeah.
Looks broken from the inside out.
He said that he marked the graves that were attacked, but I don't think they're on my map, and I don't think I have directions to where they are. Oh, that's the marking, is the flag. So I just need to run around until I just see 3 flags. Gotcha. Is there more graves over here? Kind of, but not... Probably not quite. It's probably not over there. If I'm lucky, I'll just find out that it's a local problem, and then I won't have to track down where the bodies were taken in like some other area. Because ideally, I could just wrap this up here without having to go to a different, go across town and all that. Note left on the grave. My beloved Virginia, I'm fulfilling your final wish. You'll rest in your own house forever. Forgive me, for I was not brave enough to declare my love to you whilst you were among the living. I will atone for my mistake.
Virginia Cooper, 1887 to... Another victim of the flood. Honorable citizen. Very neat. Someone spent a lot of time opening it.
I'm gonna write Virginia Cooper. I'm still not clear on if I'll just, whether this will just end when I visit all 3 sites, or if I need to look them up in the database.
Very neat. Someone spent a lot of time opening it.
Okay, so it seems like the context of each grave being dug into is different. This time there's no body.
Virginia Cooper, 1887 to... Another victim of the flood. Honorable citizen.
Party alias. Was this game kickstarted too? Because that guy had a weird name that sounds like a username. Because Kickstarter backers love to be expressed as graves in a graveyard. It seems to be the go-to way of handling like that backer reward. It's a place where a bunch of names tend to be. Oh, here we go.
These sure weren't ordinary grave robbers.
During the exhumation of a mage, you need to protect yourself. Use the following signs and incantations to submerge the magician's mind into a deep astral dream. There's a library stamp on the bottom of the page. Property of Oakmont Library. Closed section. European literature. That's, yeah, that'll be in my thing. Unknown. So we don't know where this person's from. Okay. Yeah, I'll have to look up each of these people. And that one was definitely a library entry.
Your cemetery is almost sunken, and half of its graves are ruined. Why do you care about these three in particular?
They were dug up by some people. That's bad. Others are sunken, taken by the mayor. That's not bad. You must not touch what was taken by the mayor, or the waters will curse you. That's what my mama said.
Bye.
Alright, well I feel bad for the poor guy, so let's help him out. And I believe we took care of all of that, yeah. Alright. Nope. We do not have a local waypoint. We'll have to go back across the river real quick. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. You can do it. There we go. Poor guy's nice enough. And he's all distraught. Cause some dang digger down grave game ever take our check. Department of Medicine, Oakmont University. Neither of those seem particularly helpful. Alright. So I need to look up people and a book. Book is easy. We have a library. The people, Edgar Taylor and Virginia Cooper. Not 100% clear on how to look up specific people. It might be in City Hall or it might be in the newspaper or something. Borrower history, that's what I want. I want to find out who rented this book. Which is this one. Closed section. I assume that closed section means restricted section. 19th century. Why? European. Okay. Borrow history, no. Secrets Beyond the Veil. Author, Pierre Delalande. Closed section, European. Blah, blah, blah. Publisher unknown. Last reader, Fabian Coswick. Co-official address, Eastern Coverside, Providence Avenue, between Elmo and Victory Lane. Alright. I can work with that. Eastern Coverside. Providence Avenue, between St. Elmo and Victory. Wow, nailed it. Alright, that's one person down. Now I need to find the other two. Hang on a minute. I can't just look things up in this game. I can look up Virginia Cooper. Okay. Since she died, maybe I can find an obituary.
What's your problem?
Wait. Yeah, I can look that one up. I guess I can't look up the other grave. Because they have to have a... I've made this mistake before. You can't just look up whatever you feel like. You have to have specifically a casebook entry that has the book icon on it. Otherwise, it's an unusable mechanic. So I have the name of the other person, the person that was in the first grave. Oh, right. I'm an idiot. That was... Yep. 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 The body's right there. I already found the first body. It was there in the graveyard. That's why I don't have anything to look up, because they didn't take the body. He just woke up from the grave. This does mean that the grave
Stay safe.
robberies themselves are different. They all seem to be different reasons and sources. I'm not going to go find like the universal person that's behind everything. Did I lose my book icon? I must be wrong to think that this is a person I could look up, but I'm here already. Yep, we probably need to check City Hall. I don't think the police would have records of who fell victim to the flood. I don't think that qualifies as a crime. But City Hall might just have a record of its citizens. So I'll give that a try. There's often just a really clear lead. Like it's really obvious, like, oh, look up a book, or oh, look up a crime. I think there's been a couple of times before where it was just somebody's name, but I don't remember how I solved it. There we go. We have a book icon. That must mean that I have the answer already. Citizens. After the flood, it's technically fell victim to the flood, so it's not super clear. Legal documents, because their death? Okay, citizen records. 1887. Marital status, spinster. Relatives, Brad Cooper. Like, Rocket Raccoon? Maple Lane. Alright, we got an address. Northern Salvation Harbor. Maple Lane. Between Polaris and Old Church Road. We have a lead. Couple of leads. And since there's people who are robbing graves, this quest likely has story, unlike the quest that I've skipped over at this point. That's like, yo, find the evil fish gold. And I'm like, I don't feel like it. And then as far as I could tell, there was zero story attached to said fish gold. You just find it all and it's like, you did it. I'm like, okay. I'm probably going to literally die in like an hour, so I don't know if I care about the fish gold. Like, acquiring the fish gold or any kind of personal riches in this game seems really pointless. Because I'm probably going to lose my mind or end the world in a couple hours. Whereas if there is still a world after the end of the game, stuff I do for people could help them potentially, and also, you know, it's content. Who doesn't want to see some content? But like, the fish gold is pretty whatevs. Oh no, you can see a hole in the world down there under that dock. There's just a hole out of the world that they didn't cover up. Whoopsie doodle. Oh, people think I'm gonna try to shoot him. Shut up. I didn't even... How did you even see me up there? AI in this game doesn't even recognize that you're pointing a gun directly at the monster zone. They're like, ah, he's got a gun. I was up here hammering a roof in a completely different direction from where he's pointing it, but I better act like he's trying to rob me. Come out, come out. Mr. Spouse, who is the spouse? Come out, come out. If you don't mind. We just cut to the chase here. Alright. There are entire bodies in your basement. How do you even drag a body that large into your basement? That sounds difficult. And if you don't have a disposal plan set up, then like, it's just gonna rot. Who lives in these places? I mean, I know who in a literal sense, because I've identified their name. Via intrusive stalking, I mean journalism. Anybody around? Oh. He stole her back and then killed himself in the bed with her.
Apparently that's the body I'm looking for.
Yeah, I think we've solved this already.
Romantic. Not the first thing you'd expect to see in a flooded city.
My beloved Virginia, I'm coming to you. Thank you for the last and most beautiful dinner of my life. I'm holding your hand, and despite its icy touch, I feel the warmth of your love. I will see you in the next life. That's a bummer. So he set up the whole theatrics of like a final... What is going on in this building? Of like a final meal with his wife. And then he shot himself. And that's the end. Body found. Well, it turns out, Mr. Gravedigger, I may have found some bonus bodies in our travels. Hope that's what you wanted. Oh, that's a big guy. That's a big guy, and I'm currently trapped, I think. I might be fine. Climb. And climb better, please. Oh, there we go. He can do it. Cool. I was worried. I wasn't sure. I thought I might have been trapping myself in a dead end there. There we go. One down, one to go. So now this one could be eventful. This one's supposed to be people who thought they were exhuming a mage. Secrets beyond the veil. Although I guess we're a little... I do feel like we're under-investigating. Like, I can't go any further because the game didn't give me a book icon entry about the other body that I already found. But, like, that guy was buried alive, and we're not going to try to look into, like... We don't even get the option to try to investigate who buried him alive. Because it was probably an attempted hit or something. But we can't investigate that information. But if he was buried there for so little time that he had time to escape from being buried alive, Then has the guy, when the guy's new, when the guy, oh god. I feel like the gravedigger's reaction instead would be like, there's a dug up grave, and that grave wasn't there yesterday in the first place, so that's weird. But that's not how he introduces that either. But yeah, we're, Dr. Detective Man's not interested in digging any deeper about that. This is your residence? Huh. That's not the word I would use to describe an office building. Repurposed, I guess. Yeah, this is a very familiar building. Hey guys. Oh, you don't want to do that. You don't want to do that. You don't want to do that. Do I hear more footsteps?
Oh, the smell. I wonder why monsters didn't come running.
Yeah, that is a lot of bodies. That normally attracts enemies. So these are the real grave diggers. These guys are like aggressively going for bodies, evidently. A greasy letter. Enclosed is a map of the cemetery with the graves I'm interested in. Be careful. No one can see you digging up corpses. There'll be a nameless grave. Please be especially careful with it. I recommend you read Secrets Beyond the Veil before you touch the coffin. 3rd chapter, page 145. Did they only go after one body despite be given a list of bodies?
Missing dead man.
Where are the other graves and bodies from? Because apparently they got a list of graves to go after. But there was only one grave at the cemetery that was disturbed by them. Because the other one was the suicide guy, and the other one was somebody who was alive? Weird. It feels like this was almost supposed to be like the other kind of quest that happens in this kind of context. The one where each grave gives you a different clue that all come together to point towards one culprit, and then you find that culprit and they're like, that's the gravedigger. But then they mishmashed with that with a different quest structure where each individual grave has a completely different culprit. And then that made it like incoherent and confusing. Like, look how many fucking graves they apparently dug up. Where'd they do that from? Is there another graveyard in town for me to know about? Because I don't remember seeing one before, and I've basically beaten the game at this point, right? Huh. It totally feels like all of the clues should have pointed to this one group of people, and then I would be like, there you go, that's the guy who dug up all your graves. Go on over there and you can get all your bodies back, Mr. Gravedigger. But that's not what the quest story is. Well, Mr. Gravedigger, I said before that I found a bonus body. I may have spoken too soon. I have found a veritable cornucopia of bonus bodies. So, you're gonna be working for a week. Congratulations. Although I don't know if finding more bodies in any way increases your pay. I don't know how your income works exactly, to be honest. It got very dark. A veritable cornucopia of corpses. Nope. And back to what we were doing before this minor detour was plopped into my lap.